Hi, it's
Hi.
Ellie and Jamie's IVF diary time.
So sit down with a nice cup of tea.
And listen to us hang on about our genitals. Or something.
Infertility.
Infertility, yeah.
Genitals. Yeah.
Defunct.
Won't take long.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, right, how's everyone? Good, everyone's great. Right, so today we had our NHS appointment this morning, like a follow-up, and we also just had our first scan at Nuffield.
So we're going privately, and we're still on a waiting list sort of thing with
Keeping up with the NHS process, just in case we have to go down that route, because ideally it would have been the best way, money-wise, because it's very expensive, as you know. So we went to see our consultant at Epsom Hospital this morning. Had to wait 45 minutes for the pleasure, which, you know, it's NHS, that's fine, you know. What did she say? She just said come back in a year.
Well, she said, because we had tests and stuff done beforehand, didn't we?
Back in April,
and then we had to wait until now really to get our results, but we knew our results anyway.
We've had them redone for Nuffield anyway.
So all was fine.
Yeah, so yeah, she's just said you're unexplained, so you have to have been trying 3 years and come back in a year, discharge and
discharge back to the GP to keep in touch and see how things go. Yeah,
which is
but then
a bit of a bummer, but we kind of we weren't expecting anything else.
We knew had to
what does this person do?
It's just school anyway. Yeah, we knew we had to wait for 3 years anyway before we got anything from them.
Yeah.
So I wasn't massively surprised. It was literally in a rubber stamp, get out again and come back in a year's time, because we knew all that.
Keep it, yeah, just keeping in the system.
I mean, well, they don't know that we're trying to go private, but it's not like it's not we're trying to keep anything from them, but you know, we don't want to affect our chances of going on the NHS, because as I said, these cycles don't work. We've got so much money to pay for it, and if it doesn't work, then we need to go for NHS for them to pay for it. So.
Yeah, they kind of just told us go to Spain this morning. Didn't they?
So don't knock it until you've researched it.
Go to Spain, it's cheaper, and have a holiday at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good one.
Yeah, well done.
I don't know whether that was, I mean, all well and good, people do it, but I don't know. How do we know who we're seeing in Spain? You know, you just don't. You hear all these horror stories of people going abroad for operations and things, and you don't have the backup that you do if you're in this country. I don't think my parents would be very happy if we did that. Would yours?
No, probably not. No.
I think they'd be like, "What are you doing?" Yeah,
I just didn't see how you could do it with all the scans and the injections and things like that. I mean, do they send injections over here for you to do and stuff like that before you get over there, or are you sat on the beach somewhere injecting yourself? Or?
Yeah. Let us know if you've had an abroad experience and where's good to go, in case we need to know for the future. So that was that pretty much that?
Well, yeah, I mean, they didn't really know. We got advised by someone saying that, a nurse saying that we could have as many chances as we wanted privately before we go to NHS, but then NHS was still of the opinion that you only had one cycle privately before you became exempt from.
So they didn't really know what we could do privately to allow us to still have NHS treatment, which I think is quite an important thing that they should know, and they should know in that sort of consultation that we've waited 6 months to see them again, and they don't have any of the information that
we expect them to keep up with.
Yeah, with what's going on in their industry, in their specialist field, especially when they're about to tell a couple, "I'll see you in a year's time when you're 36 and a half, and we might start planning for your first child then."
Yeah, so we really.
And then they started saying, "Oh, but if you get to 38 and you haven't been referred, then you've had it. Sorry."
Yeah, because they apparently reduced the age for when you can go to the NHS for IVF. Before it was 39 before you have to be referred.
Yeah, so that was just a bit.
It's a bit disconcerting, wasn't it?
Oh, never been down this bit before.
Yeah, this is the road I went before when I was lost. Go on.
Yeah, so that was that really, wasn't it? £4.50 in the car park, and thanks very much.
Thanks very much for a 45-minute wait and a 5-minute appointment to tell us stuff we already knew and had to wait another year. So.
And then got discharged. Why they couldn't have just sent us a letter and said your results are great, we can't do anything until a year's time for you.
Yeah.
Just a bit weird. Or even a phone call to save everyone's time, but there you go, I guess.
Oh, well. Anyway, that's done.
God bless the NHS.
So NHS, another year to got to wait, and then we just had your
so we had the first scan at Nuffield to check that the buserelin has done its job and thinned the lining of the womb, which it has done. My ovaries are very quiet,
which is what you want.
It
shuts down, because we found, I thought it shut things down, although you have a period, you still shut everything down.
Shut it down, everything's very quiet,
which is good. So it's not, the follicles aren't
busy
doing anything,
doing whatever it is they'd normally be doing. So
that was
good.
Done.
Yeah.
Really, that old scanner.
So that was that, and then we got shown how to do this Menopure injection, which I start tomorrow, with lots of little bottles and one mammoth needle, which is luckily only used for mixing the 2 powders and a water together to then change the top and then jab yourself.
Are you confident with doing it this time?
Well, we filmed her. Didn't we? We filmed her explaining. She was brilliant. She was really calm and thorough and clear. So, yes, we've got that footage, which we'll probably be playing tonight around Becca's house. Tomorrow night, yeah. Yes, I've got to do that injection alongside the buserelin, and then next Friday we go back to have another scan to see what the follicles are up to. So it's all happening, isn't it?
Yeah. Exciting.
I got really anxious this week when I woke up at like 3 in the morning, just thinking, shit, anything we do now can have an impact into what's going on. Like any worrying, which is a vicious circle for me. Worrying about worrying, diet, anything.
Yeah, what we're going to try and do as much as we can do to improve our chances. So say you're having all these...
Having my acupuncture. That seems to be going well. He said that because I haven't really had many symptoms on the buserelin, I felt down a couple of days, but that was right before my period, so normal PMT behaviour really for me. Smashing some plates and windows and not really. Thinking about it.
Make up for the black eye.
Yeah. So nothing out of the ordinary. So he seemed to say that was an indication that IVF could be successful. So,
yeah, well,
what does he know? Wow.
Well,
I don't know, probably a lot more than us. Yeah. So anyway, that's where we are this week on this very rainy day. But our lovely nurse at Nuffield told us that even though you should be taking extra good care of yourself, you've got to have a life, so we can treat ourselves to a glass of wine. It's Friday and I will be probably having a small one somewhere. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't judge me. No. Well, we could be doing this for a long time, and that was her point.
Work. Exactly.
You know, you can't live. It's just impossible. You've got to enjoy your life as well as manage this process. So we're eating beans and beetroot.
That wasn't that bad. Beans.
More beans and figs and all sorts of things. Which actually we've had some really nice meals, but we're spending a lot of money on fertility recipes and foods and things. But
yeah, fertility pizza.
Acupuncture, reflexology. I've actually booked to see a hypnotherapist as well at the end of the month. She's away, so I just thought I'm going to try everything, and then if the cycle fails, I don't know, we've got no one to blame. It's just one of those things, but at least I won't be blaming myself.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's it really. Is there anything else we have not covered? We've got a big bag of drugs and needles and all sorts of things down in my foot.
That's a separate subject.
Yeah. So I'll probably do a bit of filming for that jab maybe on Sunday. Could do that.
Yeah. Well, you're going to film on tomorrow night?
Maybe.
The first one, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, cool. Alright, well that's us for now. So we'll maybe do another one tomorrow night. They're going to probably be coming through a little bit more frequently now, our vlogs, because stuff's happening. So thanks for watching, and as always it's great to hear your stories and comments, so keep getting in touch, keep commenting, and share it with anyone else you think might be going through the same thing. 'Cause what's interesting is that a lot of people have messaged to say that they didn't think they could talk about it, they haven't talked about it, whereas we're being pretty open, and I think it's a good thing. It encourages people to do the same and to know that there's people in the same boat, and there's a lot of people going through the same struggles.
That's right.
So, yeah. Anyway, see you maybe tomorrow night. Peace out.
Bye.